Hi guys, welcome. My name is Anthony,
I'm Wally.
and we are back in our Tuesday podcast. Wally, what do we got going for us today?
I think we have several different things, but I'd like to know what have you been doing since our last podcast, last Tuesday? What's going on in your world?
Kind of a fun little week. We're still doing, for anybody that doesn't know, our office likes to do a donation.
We do a lot of charity stuff, which is great.
We're just good people. But no, around the holidays, around Thanksgiving time, we like to do donations where we kind of tell all of our database that, we're going to help collect this for you guys so you don't have to go out and do it.
So right now we're doing a big clothing drive. We have an office in here that is almost the whole floor is filled with bags of clothing. I brought in 2 more bags this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that our broker has the back of his truck completely filled with bags of
Filled
clothing. You've brought in clothing.
So my past week, honestly, it's been connecting with a lot of people, but because of that. So, I'm picking up the donations for them, kind of just talking about, whatever they have going on in the real estate world. But it's a great way to kind of offer people, the opportunity to donate, because a lot of people do, but, they don't want to go out and
Right, and we literally drive. I went to one of my clients' house and went upstairs and got the bags of clothing and carried it down. I went to another person's house. They left everything on the front step for me.
Mm-hmm.
So we come by and pick it up and we bring it in here. And it's for homeless children, homeless teens in Las Vegas. So
yes.
I think it's a great charity.
NPHY, Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth. So, we're very happy to be able to do that. And, I did have a question. Have you had any clients out in Pahrump say they want to donate? Get you driving out there?
Nobody yet.
All right, anybody in Pahrump? We got one last week. If you need your donations, you go ahead and
I
ask
would
Wally.
love to come out there because I want to hit one of those Pahrump restaurants, a new one that I haven't tried yet.
There we go. But yeah, no, so that's just been my week. Like I said, just kind of driving around to and from trying to get these donations.
So, speaking of restaurants, have you hit anything cool since I saw you last?
No. Like you were saying last, or maybe we were talking off camera, but I wanted to go try Fletcher.
I
Mark
went back to
Wahlberg.
Flecka.
Flecka?
By the
Sorry,
way, I asked. I had to ask.
Flecka.
It's Flecka, which means arrow.
Okay.
And there was a fire there a week ago. This is Mark Wahlberg's new restaurant down in Town Square, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a fire there, and on Instagram it appeared to be a big fire, but we went back there and it wasn't a big
Not too
fire.
bad.
It was
Okay.
just a little something on the patio that caught on fire.
All right, well,
So-
that's good. So I can actually still go try it.
Oh yeah, it's back up and running, and
Okay.
we were there a few days ago, and they have a great happy hour
Okay.
for food and drink.
And, speaking about Mark Wahlberg, I don't know if you have heard, but have you heard about the new gym that he's going to be putting in here?
No.
So it's going to be right at downtown Summerlin, right next to the Boot Barn. It's just like a little empty space that they got right now, but it is going to be quite expensive. His gym brand's called Municipal,
Yeah, I saw
but
that.
it's going to be like a competitor to Lifetime. Lifetime.
Oh, Lifetime is a great gym.
And so his big draw to it is he's saying that he's going to be in there at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock every morning. You can go in there and work out with him. So, if you're any Vegas residents, you want to go meet Marky Mark, you can go ahead and sign up for that gym.
Well, there's that, and then I know we haven't talked real estate yet, but we're getting there. Right now, Las Vegas is doing F1 week.
Yes. Wally, you've been out there with the camera. How's that been looking?
Well, Las Vegas signed a 10-year contract to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Last year being the first year. Then last year, as you probably know, a lot of people were very unhappy with how everything was put together and what they were told they can and can't do,
Mm-hmm.
especially as far as viewing. It appears to be a little bit better this year. There's still some traffic issues, but it does seem to be a little more efficient than last year, and I suspect each year that goes by it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're slowly coming in, and all the pedestrian bridges that you can cross over the strip, they all have the windows blocked so you can't stand on the bridge and stare at what's happening. But
And
what
they
is
upgraded.
kinda-
They put like full metal on the barriers. Now you can't see nothing.
what's kind of cool is when you're driving down there, you're literally driving on the track that they're
Mhm.
racing on.
Mhm.
So that's kind of neat.
Kind of cool. Also, I saw a couple videos where people were very stuck in traffic on that racetrack.
Well,
so
that's because they're taking
it
3
still hurts
lanes
a little
down to
bit.
1 lane.
Exactly. Right. And then
So
if
it's
you're
a bitch.
if you're trying to like turn left, it's super hard. You got to go in between some stanchions, and So other than that, like you said, the first year trying to get all the infrastructure built for it and see how it was going to work, that was definitely tough. But yeah, at least it's getting a little bit better. Hopefully,
I think so.
over the next couple years that we keep doing it, hopefully it'll just be more seamless.
Let's talk a little real estate.
All right.
Let's talk. What is the amount of inventory do we have in this valley right now?
So we do actually have it pulled up here. It is right about 5,700 homes that are on the market available for you guys right now.
And what's our population?
Something around about 3 million, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, so we're behind in inventory. I think that you can chalk up the house prices. That's one of the big reasons. Supply and demand right now. So the supply is low, even though 5,700 sounds like a lot. It's not.
Right.
We have been behind for several years. And that's one of the reasons for the higher priced homes.
And so, what we have pulled up here, it's comparing it to September, because obviously we're in November, so we don't fully have that data yet. But in October compared to September, the inventory actually was a 7.1% increase.
That's great.
So inventory is going up, but one thing that I did want to mention, and I do actually have this pulled up here from UNLV, they are saying that this year it's estimated about 115 people are moving to Clark County every day. Every day.
Oh, every day.
Every day, 115 new people. So they're saying that we could welcome about 56,000 new residents in 2026. So, if you're taking that 5,700 inventory that we have, and you multiply that by 11 or 12, I mean that's all the residents right there. That's the homes right there. So our inventory is going up.
Meaning, if no other homes were built,
exactly right.
By the end of 11 months, there would be no homes left to buy
for the people that are moving into the state and in the city. And so that's inventory is going up, but you do have to realize we're a big city, so our population is going up.
Yes.
So at the same time, usually you would see inventory go up, maybe prices drop a little bit, but we're actually seeing that prices are going up with the inventory going up. So
well, let's talk about pricing for a second. Hang on, I get a feed from my lender every day, and let's talk about a couple of facts that he shared with us.
Perfect.
Well, since 1971, the average interest rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage has been 7.7%, and now it's around 7.8%. So basically what they're saying is, even though it's a little bit higher than the way it was 4 years ago, we're not out of control. We're basically right there where it should be. And based on history.
What we kind of get burdened with, and everybody else, is kind of the recency bias. So people are looking at the 2021 days and the 2020s, and they want those 3%, 4%, even 5%. But like what you're saying, 7%, 6.9, 6.8, it's pretty average compared to what we've seen.
Well, you know
in
what?
the past.
Let's jump ahead. I was going to save this for the very end, but let's jump ahead since we're talking about interest rates. So they're saying the average interest rate is 7.7%, and where we're currently at here in Las Vegas is 7.8%. But let's look at, as an average, 7.8%. So for 30-year conventional, it's 7.08. For FHA, it's 6.4.
Okay.
And for VA, it's 6.42.
There we go. So we're getting down there.
So basically, our interest rate is fluctuating. It's floating between the low 6 and the medium 6. It's been that way since they did the rate cut. So it's floating there in not a bad spot. I do think we will see a little bit more drop as we get into next year.
We're hoping. Very much hoping.
That's my gamble. Hey, we're in Vegas. We're betting on things.
There we go. But again, like we always like to say, we just like to keep expectations. When prices drop, when interest rates drop, more people are coming back into the market. More people are more prepared to buy and ready to buy. So, again, if you find a place that you like, that I was
just gonna go there.
If it fits you, get into your place right now.
Get in now
while you can.
And refi later.
Refi later.
But
and
buy the house you love when you see it. because it may not be there in 2 months.
You know, Wally, I was, before we started this podcast, I was just talking about somebody who doesn't know what a refi is. So just real quick, what is a refi?
Say you buy your house at 7.8% interest rate, okay? And in a year from now, say the interest rate has dropped down to 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
Better.
refining, you're going to go to your bank or you're going to go to your lender, whoever helped you buy the home, who helped you finance the home, you can go to them, and they will refi your loan and bring your payment down to the interest rate that is at the time, or however far down you want to pay to go.
Okay.
You can also buy points, and meaning you're going to pay to bring that interest rate down even more than what it is at the moment.
Okay. So when we're looking at that interest rate, that people, they shy away from it. They don't like it too much, but there is ways that we can kind of combat that.
Totally. I mean, besides refining,
Mm-hmm.
then, well, this really doesn't really have much to do with the rate, but it depends on how much money you're putting in and, just down payment costs, and obviously more down payment, the less you're financing. So there's that part of the formula also.
Mm-hmm. So kind of just what we're trying to say is there are options out there. So, if you guys are kind of looking around, you think that you don't have many options, give us a call. We can connect you with some lenders and we can kind of figure some stuff out.
That's really the issue. It's about communicating.
Exactly.
Okay. If there's something out there that you like, let's talk about it. Let's see if there's a way to get you in there, or at least we could come up with some sort of plan for you.
Exactly. Right. All right. Do you have anything else?
Time to go to F1.
There we go.
See you guys next week.
See you guys.